the Ross sisters reunion. Kiss.
Honestly, seriously.
Wow. For people that have been along our journey since the beginning, it's almost been 3 years since us three have met.
Yes.
It will be at the time of when this happens.
Yeah, we're going to do a retreat based on those themes. The
Fit.
Q,
Fit.
Flawed. Fearless.
and free. And that ends September 28th, which marks the beginning 3 years ago of our communion.
September 28, 2012.
I think I was off floating around somewhere in Ethiopia, and I had no idea all this was brewing. I had only known.
So how'd you do this? How'd you make this happen?
Oh, I sat in a room and read a book for a month straight and envisioned hanging out with 3 of the coolest people in the entire world.
Is that for real?
It's for real.
Oh, tell us a little bit more about that.
I didn't know that.
Seriously.
When I was in Ethiopia, I actually, I spent a lot of time working with children, teaching English, teaching different business concepts to people. But then I spent all that downtime. And truth be told, I had never read a book before all the way through from cover to cover. So I decided to make that a goal. I picked this 500-page book, and I sat in my room and I read this book cover to cover. But during that period, I obviously couldn't read straight for hours and hours and hours. So I would stop and I would meditate, and I would get these visions of just...
Did you picture our faces?
Well, at the time, I was madly in love with Steph, even though she didn't really know that.
Is this for real?
This is for real, yeah.
Sometimes he says things that sound so unreal, but I think they're true. They're true. Just stick with them here. He's telling the truth.
Sometimes I'm doing annual photo list. And I remember just thinking, just be patient. And I would pray for patience every day. And it wasn't so much that I felt like I needed to have Steph in my life, but I kept envisioning what it would be like to be traveling around, because I knew they were in Peru, right?
Yeah.
Just living this whole other extreme dream, and I was in Ethiopia.
You're a good manifestor.
Yeah, I felt this connection, this divine connection, even though I really didn't know you all at all, and I had seen pictures of you and how you interacted with Steph, and I loved how everyone was such a family immediately. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there, and I really remember God telling me it will all come in time. Give it a year or two, and everything will start to flow together. And sure enough, Steph slowly came back into my life, and then here I am now with all of you all.
Wow. What was the book? I know someone besides myself is wanting to know.
It's funny. I'm gonna have to research that because I can't remember. It was a really futuristic book. It was wild.
Futuristic.
Yeah, it was it explained the world in such a way that it actually flipped my world upside down for a little bit. So I will get you that title.
Wow.
Wow. Well, beyond having a casual conversation about futuristic 500-page books and manifesting your reality 3 years ahead of time, we are here to announce that we are actually going to be doing a retreat together
In Utah.
September 23rd through the 28th with the concepts of one more time.
Fit.
Flawed.
Fearless.
And free.
Yes.
So the idea, I guess, for this video is we're going to maybe just scratch the surface of each one of those subjects. And I guess we'll start with the fit manifester over here.
Right, totally. So I've been piecing together different areas of my fitness career for the last 3 years now. And some of you may know me as a restaurateur in my past life. And I found myself really struggling to find the balance between my business life and my personal health. As my business was excelling amazingly, I ended up finding my health declining constantly. So I set out on a mission to begin piecing together ideas of how to find balance between my business life and my personal health. And over the last 3 years, my health has steadily been on the rise, better and better. And I find a lot of unique modalities where I no longer am attached to a gym, no longer attached to a specific diet that I find entraps me in fear and anxiety. And I would love to share those ideas with all of you.
I would love to share your calves on the camera, but I'm not sure.
Are they better fun?
I don't know. Yeah, you might maybe Diana and Josh need to have a calf competition.
You got a lot of foots in your face, like their feet.
Y'all could have a calf competition.
I got a lot of foots in my
My calves are gonna have their own page soon. We can have our calf off their first page.
We'll have to take him on a hike, see who.
Yeah.
Is that you? He's probably llama lakes in Peru.
But speaking of calves and calves, Yes, that is one thing that Utah, I will go ahead and guarantee that you will have some of the best raw milk you've ever had.
Oh yeah.
We have some nice connections. Actually, the
So
shirt
good.
that I'm wearing too, Redmond Clay and Real Salt, and they also have Real Foods with some really happy cows that like to produce good milk for my nutrition.
The food's
That's
gonna
about
be
it.
epic because between the two of us with the cooking skills, what? That'd be
I'm
epic.
only gonna say 2 words. Banana crepe. This lady is
Oh, she
phenomenal.
crushes that. Banana
Phenomenal.
You
pancakes.
don't even know.
You don't. Sometimes I think that it's almost unfair that I get to eat those whenever I want.
Every
But
day.
the good news for you, whoever's
I do
joining
feel a
us,
little-
is
I
you
do
will.
feel a little bit like jealous that you do it every
We
day.
eat pancakes for dinner every night. No joke. But to jump to the flawed part, speaking of calves, it's like one of those things that Dan thinks are maybe a great feature, and I don't think that. And you know, we all have the things that we don't like about ourselves that we call flaws, and a lot of people in general think that they have to be at a certain fitness level, they need to have their shit together, they need to look this way or do this or have the right job to be able to come on these retreats. And that is not the case. The point about, or the whole point of embracing your flaws is that you're perfect just the way you are, that there is nothing that you need to fix to be able to do something. You just have to want to do it. And then you start to learn how to embrace the parts that you don't like about yourself. And you can then change, some of them you can change, not because you want to be fixed or you think that there's something wrong with you, but just because you want something better for yourself. Whether it's losing weight or, you know, getting a new job or just traveling more or finding the right partner or whatever it is that you think is a flaw in your life.
So we're not going to fix people?
No.
Alright.
I like it. So you've got your fit with Josh, you're flawed as Diana's talking about, and you're working through both of these things, but then the fear comes up. And being fearless is one of the hardest tasks in the world, but it's once you figure out how to do it, it's not that complicated. And all 4 of us have really worked very diligently to understand fear and how to break through it. And this retreat, something we want to provide for you, is just the opportunity to figure out your fears and how you can overcome them in order to achieve the things that you want the most in your life, and really, you know, pull all that great stuff to you without getting held back.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of freedom found in our fears, actually. And that's if we do decide to embrace them. One of the ways I find freedom actually is just being able to sit here in front of the camera with the ones I love and not necessarily have a clear plan of what I'm about to say, but just let it flow through me. Just to let, I would almost call it like free thought or free thinking, instead of regurgitating old concepts, but instead of doing that, just to let God speak through you, to let the Holy Spirit come through you, and that you can be a beacon and a vessel of that light. And a lot of that, I actually think a lot of freedom I found is realizing that sometimes the best plans are unplanned. And that this whole thing coming together was not necessarily, it's not some master plan I had for a while, but it's something that felt right in the moment. And now to hear that Josh has maybe envisioned this 3 years ago is like, wow, when we let and allow things to work out, they work out amazingly. They really work out amazingly if you can glow with the flow and grow with the flow. And I think a lot of that has to do with surrounding yourself with the right type of people. And for all the retreats I've done in the past, the Master Heart group that Josh and I are part of, 10 All In, the Rob Ross retreat that we were all a part of, what it is, it's a synergistic collaboration among people that are willing to let God work through them. And when you get that type of energy together, oh man, it's profound. It is. I mean, it's so valuable. I don't know if really there's any kind of price to put on it. But that'll be one of the things that I really want to focus in on this retreat is freedom, not only holistically, but especially around finances. And that's the project that Josh and I are embarking upon right now, is basically on the path of getting paid to pursue our passion, And I really do believe the best way that we can tap into that to the highest degree is helping others do the same. So I want anyone that comes on this retreat to aid them or to catalyze them in finding that path. That really the most valuable thing you can do is to find what you love to do, find what you're good at, and give your gift to as many people as possible. And that's where true riches are found. And just to stay grateful through that process. Man, it means the world to me. And it means the world to me to find people that are willing to do that with me. And to just partner to be able to partner with other people in that pathway is very powerful. And I love alliterations. I adore alliterations.
I think it's really powerful too. I've always thought that if you are looking to achieve something in your life, you want to emulate somebody who is already doing it or working towards it. And that's why I went on a Rob retreat 3 years ago in September, was to figure out how to create that lifestyle for myself. And then I really feel good about the fact that I've done that and continue to do that. So I would just suggest that if there's something that you really want and you see it in any of us, that come meet us, come talk to us, and we're here to share what we know with you.
Beyond all the mental workouts, or mental explorations, we're gonna explore a whole lot of Utah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can't miss that part. You want so we're just gonna do that.
I'll be honest. We don't have to do if the places that we are anticipating on showing you and taking you and having you experience. We don't really have to do much. We're just I'll just consider myself the cherry on top when we're going to places like the road to Zion. Oh man. And have y'all been to Zion?
Yeah.
You haven't been to Utah.
So these two.
I haven't been.
You've been to Zion?
No.
Yes, you
We
have.
never got
Are you kidding me, girl? That's
Oh yeah, we did go to. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. I forgot.
And how cool was that?
That was epic. I wanted to go back. Oh man, I forgot.
And then there's Moab. I mean, I don't want.
I was
really.
confusing it with all the other national parks. We've been
Sure.
so many places by now. It's
I really want us to experience this journey together in an unattached perspective, but without remaining attached to being unattached. We can give you some clues that we're going to start in Moab.
Yeah, I think we're gonna whitewater raft. Aren't
There
we?
might be some rivers involved, and there might be some springs
Speaking of
involved, there might be
water,
some
yeah.
waterfalls involved.
I hear that.
expect anything.
Well, I also hear that the road to your heart is in Zion. Is that?
I've heard
Ooh,
some
we're on the
famous
street.
people say that, especially with dreadlocks named Lauren Hill.
I think what got me the most excited though was because I trust this man with my life when it comes to spring water. And he told me verbatim, was it Zion?
Moab.
Moab has the best spring water he's ever had.
They actually call them matrimony springs in the sense that once you drink it, you come back to Moab, and we drank that water a while back, and
Yeah, never
now
going
we're
back.
coming back. So just remember, realize this is only round one of y'all's trip.
I'm ready to get locked into Moab.
Yeah, Utah is one of my favorite places in the whole world. It's got such a special energy to it. So I am just personally super pumped to go back there. I can't wait to show Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing
And Diana for her second time.
I'll just erase this so that I can be even more excited. Like, what? But one thing that often happens is that we tend to have our everyday schedule to the T. Like you know when you're going to work, you know what you're having for breakfast, you know what's happening after. Like everything is planned out. And this is going to be a trip for you where you literally don't have to do anything but show up and have the most amazing time ever with letting go of that control freak part of you that I know I have. But sometimes it's good to let go of
she
that.
has too.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay for you as well. But you're gonna have to literally do nothing and just have the most amazing time of your life.
You're gonna have to sit back, relax, and let amazing things happen.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to let amazing things happen, then
They
you
will.
are watching the right video, and we'll see you in Utah.
For more information about this epic trip, just click on the link below and it will take you right to it.
Yeah.
Seriously, I just want to be really clear that we don't need you to come because we're gonna have an amazing.
Unavoidable success, even if it's just me.
But I do desire you. I desire you to come if you desire it.
Well, I also think that Diana will have a better chance of remembering it if you come.
True. Help me out, will you?
Very far-fetched concept. Let's win a shot, right? Is the man, the myth, the legend back in action?
Yeah, there's like a dance.
Yeah.